had completely forgotten about this list until like a month ago, where I started to read the book on the list. Hello and welcome to my channel, The Danish Readaholic. My name is Silka and today I will be destructing some books. So last year I made these books will self-destruct in 12 months and it's been 12 months. So I am gonna now be watching the video, talking about the books, seeing if I've read them or not, and of course be getting rid of the ones that I haven't. And then I will be picking 10 new books for next year, so if I haven't read them in a year's time, they got to go. I think without further ado, let's see what I thought was a good idea to get rid of last year. Alright, so here we have the video.
The Danish Readaholic. Today I am doing...
I have to comment on it. I can't with the audio settings I used back then, but I was new with audio and I feel like it's better now, but I might feel differently in a year's time. Oh my god, let me just...
So I'll just talk about them together because it's kind of the same reason why they're on the list. So the first one is A Trigger Warning by Neil Gaiman.
I started it, DNF'd it, and if I haven't gotten rid of it, then I've put it somewhere so I can't find it. I think I got rid of it though, together with some other Neil Gaimans, and I'm pretty sure that one of them will be on here as well.
The other is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. And
I, as said, DNF'd Trigger Warning, and then I decided that adult Neil Gaiman was not for me, so I also got rid of American Gods because it was a chunker, and I just realized that I was never going to get around to it. And it was at a time where I was desperately needing more space on my shelf, so I did like a rough cleanse of it, and I'd forgotten that they were on the list, to be completely honest, so that is why they went a little bit early.
The next book I have is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I
haven't read it, but have gotten rid of it. I think I gave it to my best friend. If not, then I just gave it to a secondhand store. If I am gonna read it, then I will find it as an audio somewhere, because I also kind of like, again, if I am going to read it, then I want to read it in English, and my edition was Danish. So I just kind of, again, realized that I was just never going to get to it, and got rid of it. So, but it is one of the books that I'm still interested in, but as I said, I might just pick it up as an audio or something.
So this is The Horse Dancer by Jojo Moyes.
I have already gotten rid of that one also. I realized I was never going to get to it. And once again, it is the Danish one, and I don't know. I know it has something to do with horses, and I don't know why I ever thought that I would be interested in that, because I don't care all that much about horses. Like, they're pretty. If they use terminology like horse terminology, they would lose me extremely fast.
It is After You by Jojo Moyes, and
yeah, I didn't read this one, and I'm actually kind of sad that I didn't, because I forgot that it was on the list. I do think, though, that I am gonna get rid of the series as a whole, because I'm never gonna reread the first one, and if I will, then I know my mom has it. And I think I might actually reach out to my cousin and ask if she wants it, because the other day she told me that she started reading again, and that she was really happy about it, and that she had picked up a book by Jojo Moyes, and it wasn't these, and then I got to thinking, maybe she would want mine. So I'm gonna ask her, and if she doesn't want them, then I'm gonna find somebody else. If I don't know anybody who wants them, they will go to a secondhand store. And I'm kind of sad about it, but I also heard that it's not worth it to go into the rest of the series. The first one is fine on its own, and that was also kind of what I thought when I heard that there was gonna be a sequel. I was like, why? Doesn't make sense. So I just kind of never got around to reading it.
So first we have Neverworld Wake by Marisha Pessl.
Have read that, and if you've seen my July wrap-up, you also know how I felt about it. I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it four stars. So it's not going anywhere. It is staying with me.
I'm also putting The Gracier by...
I have read that. And again, if you've seen my July wrap-up, you know how I feel about it. I gave it 1 star, so even though I read it, it is gonna go. It's got to go.
And that is The Light Between Worlds.
I completely forgotten that I put that on there. I mean, I get why I did, because I tried to read it twice. I started it twice, and I just couldn't get into it. I was actually debating putting it on my list this time around, but I mean, it's a good thing that I didn't, because apparently I'm already getting rid of it, so.
Next up, we have Ready Player One by Ernst Cline.
I've already gotten rid of this. I'm not that much into sci-fi. And I've been wanting to go into the sci-fi genre, but I've always known that Ready Player One wasn't really one that I wanted to read because the premise of it just didn't seem like something I would like. So when I got it in a blind date with a book, I was like, oh, okay, fine, we'll see, I might read it. And then I just kind of accepted that I wasn't going to read it, and then I ended up giving it to my best friend, who actually really enjoys those kind of things, and I know that she plays a lot of video games and stuff, so I am guessing, because if I remember correctly, this has something to do with a video game thing. I know she enjoyed the movie, so maybe she will like the book as well. So she has that.
The last one, I can't pretend that I want to keep this anymore, but I'm gonna give it another year. And that is City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare.
I didn't give it a year. I've also gotten rid of that. How many of these books did I actually read? What, 2? So that was my picks from last year, and as you saw, I did horribly. Hopefully this year will be better because I've been a little bit harsher with my picks. And these are actually books I'm kind of interested in, but I've had them for a while, or I just needed a push, I guess. Let me go through them with you. I'm gonna try and be fairly fast. So first up, I have Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. Why is this on the list? That is a good question. I haven't been drawn towards it ever since I got it. Even when I got it, when I ordered it, I was super hyped about it. I was like, yes, let's get it. Everybody's loving it. Great. And then when I got it, all of that had kind of faded away, and then I wasn't really intrigued by it anymore, and I'm not 100% sure I will like it, and I know that I've heard bad things about the sequel, but it is what it is, so I'm putting it on the list, and in a year's time, if I haven't read it, then it's got to go. Next up, we have City of the Plague God by Sarah Chutta. It's going on the list because I have picked it up once and put it down. I'm just not feeling it anymore. It sounded cool when I found it, and once again, when I got it, I was super hyped about it. I'm not sure it will be for me, but we'll see. Next up, we have Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I recently did an unhaul, and I was actually this close to unhauling this as well, together with some other ones in this pile, but ended up giving it a chance and then keeping it for the whole purpose of putting it in this video, so I would give it another year. And then I talked to my friend Caitlin about it, and she was like, I am so happy you didn't get rid of Renegades because you will love it. You're gonna enjoy it so much. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, I'm giving it a year, but if I haven't read it in that year's time, then it has to go. We have East by Edith Patu. This is a book that I picked up once and I got fairly far into it, but there are so many POVs in this, and the chapters are extremely short. So normally I like both of the things, but not really combined, because you don't really have enough time to get to know the person through the POVs, through the chapters, because it switches so fast, so all of it's kind of muddled together. And I don't know, I still think that it has potential, but I also believe that this was very much a cover buy because I like the polar bear, and I like the fact that the sequel has a snake. This was so close to being unhauled because I'm just not feeling it. And I'm still not feeling it, but I'm also kind of determined to try and read it because I know a lot of people love the series, but I don't know, I feel more people love King of Scars and also Six of Crows, those duologies, and this is just kind of a stepping stone to that. And I'm like, I'm not sure I want to put myself through 3 books of a stepping stone just to get to those 2 series. I'm not sure they're worth that to me. I think I might rather try and focus on newer series maybe and then just miss out on that one. I feel like that would be fine. My FOMO isn't that bad. We also have Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. I really, really love this book. It's so beautiful, and I love the tale of Rumpelstiltskin, and I know that this is a retelling of that, so I really don't see why I wouldn't like it. I think it is the size that is intimidating, and also the fact that I've had it for a while now and I haven't really wanted to pick it up. Also, it was a little bit of a cover buy, and only like I knew the Rumpelstiltskin thing, that it was a retelling of that, but that was about the extent of my knowledge when I bought it, so I didn't really know if it was YA or if it's adult, and I still don't. We have Ash Lords by Scott Rinken. I have had this for a while. I hate the cover. Absolutely god-awful cover. It still looks interesting to me, even though I don't like the cover. And I don't know, I know it has something to do with phoenix horses. This is just a case of I've had it for a while and it's never really the one that I gravitate towards, so maybe it's just not for me anymore, but I don't know, looking at it I'm kind of getting more intrigued. Next up we have Cold as Marble. This is the sequel to Light as a Feather that I read last year and didn't really enjoy. But I do want to continue with the series, but I just kind of need that little extra push, so that is why I'm putting it on here. Next up, we have Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow. I've had this almost ever since I started my booktube channel, and I have never once even been close to picking it up. I've heard so many good things, and I don't see why I wouldn't like it. I just haven't been wanting to pick it up, and now I need the push. Finally, it's actually a fairy loot. We have Witches Steeped in Gold by Sienna Smart. I have started this. I started this as an audiobook and I just was completely lost. I had no idea what was going on. And that is not a great way to start a book. I have to put it on here. It's absolutely stunning. I've also not heard the best things about it. I was so confused the first time I tried it, so we'll see. That was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know down in the comments which of these books you think I should try and prioritize. Is there any of them that you just know that I'm gonna love? Please let me know which one. If you just want to let me know that you're here but don't know what to comment, you can always leave a green heart. If you like this video, please hit the like icon, and if you want to see more of my bookish content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And until I see you next time, bye!